Hello everyone, in this video I will demonstrate how you can set up intercompany management in your NetSuite account. For intercompany setup, first of all you need to check whether all the features are enabled in the system or not. So for that you can navigate to setup, company and then enable features. So there are three main features which you need to check whether they are enabled or not. So in the company subtab, you can scroll down and search for multi-subsidiary customer. If this feature is not enabled, then you have to mark this checkbox and enable this feature. Other two features are there in the accounting tab. So click on the accounting tab and look for intercompany framework and automated intercompany management features. So you have to enable these two features for setting up the intercompany management in your NetSuite account. So once these all features are enabled, you can just click save. And now your feature setup is completed in the system. After checking the features, you have to create the intercompany account. So intercompany payables and receivables account. For that, you can type chart of accounts in the global search. So this is your chart of accounts list. You can see IC netting clearing account, which is in standard account, is already there in the system. And there are two accounts which I have created for the intercompany setup, that is intercompany payables and receivables. I can show you those two accounts. So you can also set up those accounts accordingly. So once these accounts are created, we have to set up these accounts in the intercompany preferences. So first account you have to create is the intercompany receivables, in which you can give the number and name as per your preference, and the type should be account receivable. And also you need to mark this checkbox eliminate intercompany transactions. So this checkbox determines which accounts are there for intercompany. And then you can select the top subsidiary in your list, the parent one, and you can mark this include children to include all the subsidiaries. Next account is intercompany payables account. Similarly, you can also give the name and number as per your preference. And then you have to select the account type as account payable and have to mark this eliminate intercompany transaction checkbox while creating this intercompany account. And similarly, you can enable this account for all the subsidiaries by selecting the parent subsidiary and marking include children. So once the account setup is completed, then you have to set up your intercompany preferences. So for setting up the intercompany preferences, you can navigate to setup, accounting, and then scroll down and look for intercompany preferences. So here is the option. In the intercompany preferences, you need to select the default receivable and payables account, which we have seen in our previous screen. So you can select intercompany receivables, intercompany payables in these accounts drop down. After selecting the default accounts, you need to go to this representing entity subtab. Here you have to mark this checkbox to automatically create your representing entities. These are your intercompany vendors and customers. So click OK on this pop-up message. If you want to give any prefix to your intercompany customer and vendors, you can type IC dash or whatever prefix you want, you can mention that prefix here. So IC I have typed here for intercompany. So after adding these details, you can click save. So once you click the save button, the process will be triggered and the system will create your representing entities. So now you can see we have successfully saved the preferences, and then we can go to this result page and can see the processed records. So here you can see intercompany vendors, customers, creation is in progress, and also this process will add the missing subsidiaries and currencies on those intercompany vendors and customers. So now let's refresh the page and see if all the customers and vendors are created. So yeah, we can see the result is success for all the processed records, and in the result record tab we can see we are having these IC vendors and customers created. You can also navigate to the subsidiaries page to check the intercompany customers and vendors tagged on those subsidiary records. So here you can see the presenting vendors and customers are tagged on the subsidiaries. So in this way you can set up your intercompany management. So that's all for today's video. Do like, share and subscribe this channel, and stay tuned for more NetSuite related content. Thanks for watching.